What's up? This is Rap Sheet Hollywood. We bring you the livest, freshest commentary in Hollywood, but with a hip-hop flair. I'm your host, the incomparable Poop Diesel, and today we are in North Hollywood, and I am with no other than, this is a blessing to be with Miss Nessie Blaze in the building.
Thank you guys for having me.
Oh, anytime. You're always welcome at Rap Sheet Hollywood. So, thank you. Okay, let's jump right into it, because some people don't know, or some people only know you from the gram. So let's break it down, Miss Nessie Blaze. Who is Nessie Blaze? Like, give an explanation for the people that don't know.
In a nutshell, I'm a hustler.
Okay.
I'm a hard worker, but I'd like to define art. Like, I do any type of art, any way to express myself. I'm a muralist, painter, tattoo artist, lyricist. Anything that I can do to show the way I express like my life, and and how I interpret life. I like to do that. And of course inspire people. If people who follow me on Instagram know that's like my main thing. It's like inspiring other people to chase their dreams.
I love that about you. Honestly, yes, I found you on Instagram and I was like, yo, this talented young lady is, not only do you do visual art, and you are super talented. I think one of the things that I really and you know what, this is how we found you because I forgot about this. We did an interview downtown LA, and it was at one of the studio spaces there, and you did a piece that was on the wall, and it was so fly. I was like, who did that? And actually, my partner DJ Rave, he was like, who did that? And it was Nessie Blaze. So I was like, yo, we gotta interview her. And so that was the start of it. So talk a little bit, where you from, and what's your journey been like here in LA chasing your dream?
I'm from a little suburb called Bristol, Pennsylvania. It's near Philly, for people who don't know. I moved out here like 6 years ago. I was going to school. I got a full scholarship to Penn State. I was going to school. I thought I wanted to be a lawyer. And then I was just like, what am I doing? Like, this doesn't make me happy, And I feel like that's like a huge thing, because a lot of successful people that I know are not happy, and it's like, what does that mean if you make all your dreams come true and you're not happy? Like, is that making dreams come true? So I'm like, okay, I did this. I worked my ass off to get into. Can I curse on here?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Say what you feel.
Okay. I worked my ass off to get into school, for all them years, and then just decided I didn't want it, and I feel like that was another important turn in my journey where I was like, I decided no matter how much time I put into something, it's never too late to change and do what you actually want to do. If you change your mind, it's okay to change your mind, So I was 21 at the time. I moved out to LA with $300 in my account. An ex-boyfriend that it wasn't going good with. It was honestly like a very irresponsible decision, but I had to move with like my heart, and like what I really felt. And so I moved out here, and it was a struggle. It was hard for like 2-3 years straight. It was like, I'm talking less than $20 in my account, like every day. I'm just like, yo, but I gotta pay rent, I gotta do this. And like, I've never worked for anybody since I got here. Everything is freelance. Thank God for Instagram, the creator of Instagram and Facebook, because that held me above water. People referring me and stuff. I don't know anybody here. But I was determined. I didn't want to go home. And so when me and my ex broke up, and he's like, I think you need to go home and regroup. I'm moving back. And I'm just like, no, I'm not giving up. Like, I'm out here now. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is it going to look like if I go home? Maybe if I end up real bad, but it wasn't unbearable for me. It wasn't enough for me to go home. So I was just like, I just got to keep pushing. And I did that for the past 7 years now. So just been out here hustling any way I can, selling hand-painted hats, whatever, little features, songs, and like paintings, artwork, tattoos. I was doing $25 tattoos for a long time, just trying to gain clientele out here, walking up and down Hollywood Boulevard, taking the train, taking the bus. However I needed to get there, I was gonna get it. But I was gonna make it. I was determined.
See, that's beautiful right there. I mean, a lot of people, they need to understand that it is somewhat of a gamble, but you have to put your all into this. You have to find a way, even when it doesn't seem like there is a way. And so that's something, you coming all the way from Pennsylvania out here, in LA, grinding, selling, your art, selling, doing features, doing whatever you have to do in order to get to a good space, man. And that's beautiful. One of the things I always like about, when I look on your Instagram is those kind of motivational, quotes and things that you always say and reaffirm. But then you also, I seen you busting raps and spitting bars and giving us that goodness, and it's just refreshing to see, and I'm happy to see that there's some blessings coming your way. So talk a little bit about the grind and some of the fruitful payoff that's coming on now.
Yeah. I mean, even aside from this main blessing I'm about to talk about, just my supporters, like that's the real blessing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That people really believed in me before all this happened. I don't live in the nicest place, you know what I'm saying? I don't wear the flashiest stuff. I don't wear jewelry and I don't try to sell you on anything. I'm just like, believe in me, please, you know what I'm saying? Because it doesn't cost you anything to believe in me. Like, even if you're not gonna get a tattoo or you're not gonna get a painting, you can promote me. If you can recommend me to somebody who's looking, that's cool, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's support, and I feel like that means the most to me because that's how I got this opportunity.
Right.
I'm about to be on Black Ink Crew Compton.
All right, that's what's up.
Yeah,
that's a big deal. That's a big deal.
Excited.
I love that. I saw when you were, when I just was perusing through your site and your post, and I saw that, I felt like I felt like it was a win for everybody, the fact that you was doing it. So, everybody knows Black Ink. They had the first one in Harlem, and then they moved to Chicago, but now they got Compton. So talk about that.
Yeah, I'm excited. At first I was like nervous. I'm like, oh shit, Compton, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is Compton, like the real life, straight out of Compton. Like, that's the only thing I've ever seen. Friday, like, only thing you ever see is like the hood, like, and that's what it is. And I was really excited because it's the first tattoo shop in Compton, like, ever. So I'm like, this is legendary, this is major. KP is the owner, and like, I watched him work hard, My boy brought me in, and just like, honestly, it was like a blessing in disguise because I didn't see it coming. You know what I'm saying? I was really at a point when I got that phone call, I was at a point where I was just like, yo, did I make the right decision? You know what I'm saying? Because it was going okay, but it wasn't going good enough where I felt like I could honestly tell people, like, yo, chase your dream, you go and catch it. Because I'm like, yo, I've been running. I've been running this marathon for a long time. Like, it was coming up on 8 years, I'm just like, yo, did I really make the right decision, or am I going to have to go back home in 5 years and be like, oh, let me just work at a shop back in Philly and just like settle, for lack of better words. No disrespect to anybody who's back home, or whatever you're doing. But I just really felt like that was like the moment where it was like, I put my all into it.
So take me through that moment. You get the call because you're already working at the shop, or tell us how it all came. You're working at the shop.
I've always been working out of my house.
Okay,
I haven't worked at a shop. Yeah, I haven't worked at a shop since I had my apprenticeship in Philly, and that was when I was 21. I'm 28 now.
Yeah.
When I moved out here, just out of my crib, I've been doing everything out of my house. I'll pull up on people, all the way up till I get my celebrity clientele. I'm like, okay, I'm Uber in there, back and forth. Like, I'm talking. I had no money. I'm trying to tell you, I had no money. Even at one point, I went to tattoo on the set of videos of Diddy's video shoot. My homie plugged me, and I was like, bro, can you front me $10 to get new gloves? Because like, I really don't got it right now, but I got my supplies. You know what I mean? I got what it takes to make the money.
Right.
I just ain't got no money right now. Like, I'm in a bad space, but like, just spot me. As soon as they pay me, I'll give it back to you. You know what I'm saying? If you can pick me up, so I'll go pay for Uber or whatever. And I feel like that was a moment where I was like, you know what? I can do anything as long as I find the means to do it. You know what I'm saying? If you find a way, if you want to find a way, you're going to find a way.
Right.
And so I lost track of what the
You were just saying about you got the call that if you were going to be on Black Ink Compton.
Right.
So tell us about that.
So I got the call to get interviewed for it. And I had already interviewed for Black Ink Chicago.
Okay.
But at the time, like, I wasn't confident enough in myself, you know what I'm saying? And I know that it was coming off like that because I was just like I wasn't confident in my work like that. Like, I was good, but I wasn't like I am now. Like, I couldn't do portraits. I couldn't do a lot of stuff that I knew when I got on there. Like, people were gonna grind me up over that, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever the case is, like, she's this or she can't do that. She's limited, very limited artist, And I didn't want to be that, so I wanted to work on my craft more. Right. So when I got the call this time, I was like, oh yeah. It's definitely time, you know what I'm saying? And so ever since then, it's been quite a journey because the shop wasn't up and running, So we've literally just been like opening it up. I'm excited though. Y'all gotta tune in August 14th. It's gonna be crazy.
That's what I want to get to. So August 14th, what can they expect when they see the new Black Ink Compton? What can they expect? How would it be different from maybe some of the other shops? What could be?
You know what? I don't know everybody personally on the other shows, the cast. I know of them, you know, I know some of them personally, but I don't know everyone enough to speak on how different we are from them. I know the people in our cast, we worked so hard to get here.
Right.
You know, like, and I've seen these people before this opportunity even came up. You know, I seen you working. We might not have been this tight. We might not have been close, but I see you though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I seen you, and I've been seeing you for the past 5-6 years working. So I feel like it's well deserved.
Right.
And I feel like that's really important too, because you really never know people's journeys. You never know if people just got lucky or just came up on something or just right time, right place. I don't know how it happened, but I know everybody here on this cast worked so hard to get here. So.
Now, are they talented? You know, you got some really skilled people.
Everybody's
Can we expect
talented.
a little tension in there? What are we gonna?
You know what? You gotta tune in, because it's gonna be crazy. Like, but y'all can't miss it though.
Okay.
I will say that y'all don't want to miss it. Like.
And what time? You know, does it come on? It's gonna be coming on the 14th. You know the time?
I don't know the time that it comes on. I don't know the exact time. I don't even know if they said it yet. But it's going to be a 2-hour premiere.
Okay.
It's going to be major. You guys got to watch it.
All right. Well, I want to see some of the ink that you got. Let me see. Show us what you got on your arms here. What you've been doing. You know?
I actually just did this on the other day.
Okay.
It's just a lotus flower.
Right.
Also representing my journey. You know, lotus flowers are born in dark, muddy places.
Okay.
But all that darkness can't hold you down. You know, at the end of the day, they come out the most beautiful, vibrant flowers. No dirt on them. You know, and then you can't ignore them.
Right.
Which is the best part. So, you know, I feel like everything will get its shine when the time comes.
Yeah.
Tiger, all these I actually did myself.
Wow.
Patience. I feel like this is like my dream arm. Never compromise your integrity. Just like reminders of like who I am, you know?
Right. Never compromise your integrity. You got blessed.
Blessed. God grant me the serenity to accept things I cannot change.
Yeah. Killing it.
Yeah, just like a lot of different things to represent. Time waits for no one. Just the journey all together, you know, in that show. It's like.
Well, let's look at some of your portraits too. You got some really fresh stuff. You know, just tell me like a little bit of your inspiration. Like, look at this piece right here. What's the inspiration behind this?
Okay, so this was inspired by I follow a poet named Rudy Francisco, who I was blessed enough. I reached out to him on Instagram, like, bro, I'm a huge fan.
Yeah.
You think like if you ever come to Hollywood, we can link up? And he has a quote that he says, the only difference between a garden and a graveyard is what you choose to put in the ground. And I feel like I look at life a lot like that, you know what I'm saying? Where it's just like, yo, if we put the force that we do behind negative shit, like, into positive shit, it's just as effective. It's just that nobody does it, you know what I'm saying? It's like, so that's why I included the gun in there, because I feel like it's powerful enough, you know, and then, but it's shooting out beautiful things, growth. You know what I'm saying?
I love it. And do you have a name for this piece, or what?
No, I don't. I just always, just the quote itself, you know, like, I just like kind of caption, I don't know if you see my captions when I post my artwork, but I have my whole story on there. It's like this long and shit, you know?
I know. I like the one where you talked about, you know, just how you started out in your living room, and you know, you've been, you know, able to just kind of make it and just keep grinding.
Yeah, my mom's kitchen, man. She used to be mad coming home from work. I got 14 people lined up on this little bench, you know, literally in a kitchen about half the size. Stop right here. It's like this size. Like, that's it.
All right, so we got R.I.P. to the man Nip, man. Like, you know, it was heartbreaking when we lost this dude right here. So tell us about this tribute piece.
Man, I made this a few days after Nip died. On my birthday, actually. I just spent the whole day. I was so down. Like, I was so hurt when that happened, because I felt like how you do everything right and people still hated on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it really, like, I was crying for like weeks. Like, and I didn't even know him personally. You know, I only got the chance to meet him once, but it was just like that, like the impact he had on me, like as far as just my hustle and my grind, you know. I was just like, yo, you taught me so much, and I never really got to like show you that, you know.
Right.
But the good thing is I did get to thank him. That's the only thing I ever got to say to him. He's walking by, I'm just like, thanks, Nip, you a real one. It's like the only thing that I got to say. So I'm happy that like, at least I got my point across, you know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, you knew I appreciated you. But my birthday, I had a tribute for him that night. So I went to the Falls downtown. Shout out to the Falls. They really looked out for me. And so,
because didn't you do a wall piece? Did you do a mural or something?
I've done like 3 murals.
3, yeah, I saw. Yeah, on the gram you was killing it. We were trying to get down to one of them, man, and this is just beautiful. I mean, your art.
Everyone signed it.
You are like, you know, I mean, you're so precise, like the shades and everything. This is a classic movie right here, right? Talk about this one.
Come on, man, like, Don't Be a Menace. Like, everybody gotta love that movie. And if you haven't seen it, man, I'm gonna need you to get it together.
Yeah.
But
for some of y'all, you know, get your Googles on, you know, go back and research, you know. That's Marlon Wayans' character right there.
Yeah.
So that was dope. Don't Be a Menace. And so you were just inspired and you wanted to just get funky.
Yeah, I just love his character in that movie. You know what I'm saying? Little bunny slippers and that. What you say about my mama? You know what I'm saying? All that. I love all that. So I was just like, let me this slaughter gun piece, like little binkies in his hair and everything. Just like
nice. Nessie Blaze. We got one more. What we got? This one right here. Looks like we leaning with this one, huh?
Leaning.
All right, talk to me a little bit. What we got going on?
I want to do a show based on overdose. I feel like I've seen a lot of things out here. I've seen people who are happy and successful, and I'm so sick of people like overdose on drugs and like kind of corner themselves into that. And then I'm sick of nobody saying anything about it. You know what I'm saying? Because when we lose people, we quick to be online like, I just talked to him yesterday, or da-da-da, or I just did this. And I know a lot of people might try to talk their friends out of it, but it's like, bro, you got to keep having that conversation. And you got to let people know you care about them. Because I've been in so many situations, different celebrities, and different just things everywhere where it's like, yo, everybody just thinks this is okay.
Right.
You know, and like I'll be there for hours tattooing, and I'm just like, yo, like, I don't know what's said in private, but like I feel like people aren't doing enough to show that they care about people more than what they want for themselves. Because some people don't even know how to care for themselves. Like they need to be told how to do that. And so I put a king's crown on it because I feel like there's like, you're powerful, you know what I'm saying? You have power over yourself, your kingdom, like anything you do. Like, why are you doing this to yourself though? You know what I'm saying? Like, so
I like
all
it.
my friends are dead, you know.
All my friends are dead. You know, this kind of a friend of mine, he coined the phrase artivism. So it's like through your art, you know, you actually are speaking about real meaningful things. You're doing activism through art, and I feel like that's what that's what you're conveying a lot through your stuff. Some of the people you've done tats for, anybody you can share, or any celebs or anybody that you might have worked with, or
Larry Sanders, that's my bro. I've done tattoos on him for the past few years. You know, he looked out for me a lot. Like even I'll charge him like $50 for a tattoo. He'll send me 200 because he knew I needed it. You know what I'm saying? But always looking out, never made me feel any type of way. Order my Ubers back and forth. You know, just really believing in me the whole time. And so actually, well, I can't say that, but I still do tattoos for him. I was about to say something.
Okay.
Lil Mosey. Who else? Like I said, I did Diddy's nephew on the set of his video shoot. I met Hype Williams and stuff. Chevy Woods, super dope. He also supported before I even tattooed him. I used to sell hats on Hollywood Boulevard at this store that's not open anymore. But I remember one day I'm on Instagram and my homie sends me a picture of him next to Wiz and he's wearing my hand painted hat, and I'm like, yo, that's crazy. But I didn't even know, and he didn't even know me at the time. He just went into the store, thought it was dope, and bought it. And at that time I was selling them for $75 each, so it wasn't even like it was a $20 hat, like a $75 Yoshi hat, like you know what I'm saying, like and you thought it was worth that. And I was just like, I really appreciate it. Met him at this bowling alley, and like he came up to me, so what's up, just real humble. And then I actually just got to tattoo him like maybe last month, you know, and that was years ago that happened. That store hasn't even been open in the past in a year and a half or so. So I've been blessed to like.
That's what's up. You making the most of it. Yeah, I like Chevy too. You know, he's down with Wiz and the whole gang, and yeah, man, that's dope. That's dope. So look, for some of the people who might be out there and they want to kind of do some of the same things, you know, they want to find an avenue in art. What kind of advice would you give our Rap Sheet Hollywood folks?
Don't give up on yourself. Like, do not, whatever you do, don't give up. You wouldn't just quit your job out of nowhere, you know what I'm saying, knowing you needed money or knowing you didn't make things happen. You need to be willing to put that belief in yourself, bet on yourself every time, you know what I'm saying? This energy that people get to go to work and work for somebody else every single day doing something you don't even like. If you can find the strength to do that, you can find the strength to make it for yourself. You know, you can find the strength to hustle every single day. And I'm not gonna lie, like you trade in a 9-to-5 for a 24/7. But you have your freedom and you're doing what you love. And I feel like I want more people to go for that. Like, don't listen to the logistics. It doesn't matter. None of that shit is real unless you make it real. Those are stories people tell themselves, you know? If you want to make it happen, trust me. I said it. I didn't even believe it. I barely believed it. But I knew it was possible, and that's what got me here. You know, that 1% was just like, you know what? I'm gonna do this till it got up to 100%, and now finally paid off. Like, I can't wait till it airs.
Man, that's what it is, man. Rap Sheet Hollywood, we've been blessed today, man. Miss Nessie Blaze, I mean, all the way from dropping out of Penn State and coming out here to follow her dream and making it happen and grinding, you know, doing $25 tattoos, whatever she had to do, hats, you know, following her art, you know, expressing herself through hip hop and everything else. Yo, we definitely want to say big ups, congrats,
Thank
and
you so much.
let the people know where they can find you on Instagram. What's your handle?
On Instagram, you can find me at Nessie_Blaze. It's Nessie NESSIE_Blaze, like the Loch Ness Monster. And yeah, everything else I ain't gonna lie, I don't really utilize the other social media platforms, but you can find me on Instagram.
That's what it is. That's what it is. Rap She Hollywood, man. Thank you for spending this time with us. The remarkable Nessie Blaze. You know what it is, man. Rap She Hollywood, and guess what? We out.